Hello, it's Family Driver. Welcome to another video. Today I will be talking about audio system in BMW F Series 1 and 2. So this will apply to F20, F21, F22, 3 and F87, which I'm sitting in now. I will split this video into a couple of sections. The first one will give you a quick overview on what's available in these cars from factory. 2, I will talk about what I decided to do in this car. 3, I will actually show you the installation process, and then 4, I will talk about what actually I think about the upgrades. So let's start with section 1. So from the factory you can have these cars with the base system, which comes with 6 speakers and no external amplifier. This will give you basically 2 speakers in the doors. You don't get separate tweeters, just medium to high speakers. Then another 2 at the back and 2 subwoofers under the front seats, which are 6-inch in diameter. It's probably worth to mention here that the system is absolutely horrible. It lacks of high tones, the mid tones are very moody, and due to the smaller subwoofers the system doesn't have any depth into it as well. So overall, probably the worst system I had in any modern car. I had that system in my BMW M135i before, and I upgraded that to HK. You can see that in the video I will link in the corner here. The next system you could get was the HiFi upgrade, and that's what this car comes with. So my car has again 2 medium speakers in front doors, 2 speakers at the back, 2 subwoofers, but these are 8-inch, so they are bigger and they actually produce quite a nice deep sound. And then additionally I do have 1 dash speaker as well, which basically mix the right and left channel. So many people actually disconnect them because apparently they don't do anything good for the sound. You lose the separation of the right and left channel, but I left it as it is for now. The HiFi option also comes with a separate amplifier at the back of the car, and that makes quite a big difference compared to the base system. The loudness of the system is much higher. I would say it's probably at least 50%, if not 100% louder than the base system. The Harman Kardon option, the top option in these cars, comes with couple of more speakers. So you still get 2 subwoofers under the seats, and they are again 8-inch. However, they are a bit louder. They probably work a bit better than in HiFi option. You still get medium speakers in your doors, however they are completely different, and you also get Harman Kardon tweeters in your doors. The same goes to the back of the car. You get different mid-tone speakers plus an extra separate tweeters to go with them. And the speaker in the dash will also come with a separate tweeter. This also is connected to amplifier, which from what I heard is similar or identical to the HiFi amplifier, but don't quote me on that. The system is louder than the HiFi option, and obviously it sounds completely different because you get separate tweeters, which especially at the front makes a huge difference because you've got these high tones now coming from almost the ear level, so the sound stage in a car, it's completely different. So what I have decided to do in my car is again buy Harman Kardon speakers. I bought a used set from the BMW M4, so that contained 10 speakers. It didn't have the dash speaker in the set, but I didn't really care about that. What I wanted is the separate tweeters, the medium speakers and 2 subwoofers. So I installed all 4 medium speakers at the front and the back. Then I also bought the Harman Kardon covers, and I installed the tweeters in the front doors and at the back as well. The grills at the back required some modification because they did not have mesh where the tweeters sit, so I had to modify them slightly. It took me about 3 hours. It wasn't a big deal. You could actually change the grills, but because they were about 40-50 quid, I just didn't want to spend that on bits of plastic. So what that upgrade gave me, as I mentioned, the tweeters in the doors, they massively improve the overall soundstage in a car. When it comes down to the subwoofers, before I had the chance to install them, I actually met with my friend who has the HK. I actually listened to his HK speakers and then jump into my car, play the same track with my system, and to be honest, the difference was marginal. I don't think there was any difference in the way they sounded. I think they both had similar reproduction of the low tones. However, the HK were slightly louder. However, to me this wasn't really important, and the difference between the two is so small that I decided to actually sell the HK subwoofers off to save myself some money. After about 2 weeks of using the system, I had the same concern I had in my M135i. Because the amplifier in this car and the amplifier in the base system is set up to work without separate tweeters, the equaliser emphasizing the high tones, so it's really pushing them, so you can actually hear them through the medium tone speakers, and that presents a problem. Because of that, when you connect a separate tweeters, the high tones are simply too loud. To make it even worse, the Harman Kardon is of quite a low quality as well, and for some reason they decided that they want to use aluminium cones. The problem with aluminium cones in audio systems is that they are very crisp, and they are ear-piercing unless they are very well built. Unfortunately, this being very cheap speakers, they are not well built, and they are basically ear-piercing with this system. They are not very pleasant to your ears. So I found a solution to that, and that was to replace them with the HiFi tweeters from the 3 and 4 series. So these are even cheaper than Harman Kardon tweeters. I actually managed to buy 2 of them for £28 on eBay, so that was a bargain. They are the same size, they are the same fit, so basically it's just plug and play. You use the same covers and you take out the Harman Kardon ones, replace them with the HiFi ones, plug it the same way as Harman Kardon, and that works really well. I left the medium tone speakers from the Harman Kardon set because they do work much better than the HiFi speakers. So why the HiFi tweeters are better? Well, simply because of what they made of. They are made out of cotton, and the cotton cones are known for much warmer sound. They are nowhere near ear-piercing like the aluminium cones, and they are tuned to work with the HiFi system, which probably works much better when you're upgrading it from the base or HiFi system. With the HK tweeters, I had to have my system set up to be on -5, -6 on the high tones. The problem that brings is that this also muddled the medium tones, which unfortunately affected the sound, and I didn't like it too much. With the HiFi tweeters, I actually managed to settle on -2, -1, which is great and produces much more pleasant sound. So overall, you know, they are cheaper and they are much better. So it's a win-win situation, so I really recommend going that way. So I'm going to jump now to the third section, which is installation. It is quite plug and play system, so it's nothing you should be worried about or should be scared of. So as you can see, when you take off the covers, you have the hole for the tweeters, and you have your standard speaker, which acts as medium and high tone speaker. So you just have to remove these 3 torques to take the speaker out. And now you can lift the speaker, and you have to disconnect the cable. Connect it to the HK mid-tone speaker. Definitely working, so we're ready to put everything back together. You get an access to the speaker. Actually, you don't have to carry on and take the whole door panel. It's quite easy now, just to get to the speaker from here or from the side. So I managed to take it out. It was actually this little clip which was holding it here. 3 screws removed. Now I'm going to disconnect it from the top, and I'm going to replace it with the HK speaker. There's one cable going into the speaker, as you can see here. So as you can see, the difference is that this one has only one input, while this one has input and output. So I'm actually not needing this tweeter, as the new ones came with the tweeter built-in. So I'm going to disconnect this tweeter and put it on eBay, and carry on with the installation of HK mid-tone and new tweeter. Again, this goes in there, and this one goes in there, and it's in place. So basically what you have to do is you have to first make sure it goes around this rubber, and basically then just clip it in and push it in. Now the last thing to do is to check if it's working, and then put the doors together. So to put the doors back together, you have to push this in to the, I don't know if you can see it, there are holes there. So basically you just push it in and they should stay in place. Once you're finished with that, you can put your screws back in place. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's pretty much job done.
So let's hear how they sound.
So the overall conclusion is for both bass and hi-fi systems, I would go with the HK medium speakers front and back, then definitely hi-fi tweeters in the front doors, and to be honest, at the back you can actually leave HK tweeters if you've got them already, or you can use hi-fi tweeters. It doesn't make that much difference because at the back you don't really hear them that much. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like if I helped you and you found it useful. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Do widzenia.